y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here, up in here. Alright, hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc, coming to you with another no frills commentary from a singer. Tonight we were watching The Voice. It was the top 8 live performance show, and these girls came to sing, and I do say the girls because the girls are ruling just like they did American Idol. Let me tell you what happened. Adam and Blake have 3 left, while Shakira and Usher have 1 apiece, and tomorrow 2 are going home. It doesn't matter from what team. The lowest 2 vote getters are going home. Of course, anybody who makes it into the top 10 with the on the iTunes charts, their votes will be multiplied by 10. So let's see what happened during the show. Blake Shelton started out by performing his new singles, Boys Around Here, and this was one of them down-home, tobacco-spitting, kind of funny country songs, you know? And Blake had a little twinkle in his eye when he was joking about doing the Dougie, you know, in the song and the lyrics, you know, something about him doing the Dougie, he can't do the Dougie and all that different stuff. Y'all gotta listen to the song, it's kind of funny. And they had so many guitars up there. Lord Jesus, how many did you count? I counted. Blake had 1, and when the background singers had 1, and then but tell me how many you counted. Okay, so why do you need so many guitars? Don't you just need a lead and a rhythm? Anyway, maybe 2 leads because Blake gonna stop playing sometime. I don't know. Alright, that was a lot of guitars. The contestants, first up we had TeamAdam with Judith Hill doing That Power by Will.I.am and Justin Bieber. Y'all can see oh my goodness, I was like, what? And I've heard the song is okay, I've got that. Yeah, okay, I can deal with that, I can deal with that. But this was seriously an interesting song choice for her to do. But very contemporary. I mean, listen, they still promote the song, right? And allowed her to show some serious vision for popular music. She was reminding me of some of the 70s disco divas in this performance though, you know, like Martha Wash and Sylvester, you know, Gloria Gaynor and all that while she was doing her performance. And the way she was dressed, I like how she really works her hair and styling to bring more artistic value to each performance. She didn't really give the huge power that Adam asked for, but I loved everything she did up there. I wrote fantastic. Blake said her singing was always spot on and her hair was badass, and he loved that we're seeing some personality in her performances. Usher said it was an incredible way to open the show and she gave the song a new face. Shakira said it was great to see her flip the song and called it a very audacious move from her coach. TeamBlake was up next with Holly Tucker doing Done by the band Perry, and she had a lot of attitude going into this and it was perfect for the song. Her voice was really shining in the upper registers but kind of got lost under the music in her lower notes, but those were so few and far between that it really didn't matter because it mostly lived in the higher range, and she got a chance to wail away on it and strutting them diamond studded boots that everybody's talking about. Carson called Usher Urkel and then Usher shot back something else that was equally funny. I forget what it was. Tell me if you know what he said down in the comments. Then Usher called Holly an incredible talent. Shakira said she had attitude and sassiness and it was great. Adam said she really can sing anything and he loved what she did tonight. Then Judith, Michelle, Sarah, and Sasha performed Diamonds by Rihanna, and I was really enjoying each of these girls in their own way on this performance, but there was something that wasn't right about the whole production for me. I still don't know what it was, but they were all so great in their own ways and they melded together pretty well, you know. But for me, I wrote it wasn't a case of the whole being better or even equal to its parts, you know. It just didn't really, each one for me was a lot better than all of them together. TeamBlake was up next with the Swon brothers doing 7 Bridges Road by the Eagles, and I laughed for some reason when I saw the log fire on the stage, and I do not know why. Did you laugh? I laughed. The harmonies were sounding good and tight with some extra background in there for good measure. I liked it a lot better during the slow a cappella parts than the up-tempo quick pace, but it was all really good. Usher said an incredible song at an incredible time. Shakira said the harmonies suited their voices and she enjoyed it. Adam said everything was amazing, but there were some moments he was scared of, but they ironed themselves out as the song progressed. If you're enjoying the commentary, please remember to thumb it up. Let me know that you're enjoying it, and give me some comments down. Let me know what's going on. You know, I do ask a few questions here and there, so y'all can tell me what you think. And if you need to, just stop right here, pause it, answer the question, and start it back up. You know, that's what I do when I'm watching a long video and I want to comment on certain things. I just, you know, I be going crazy. They be like, why is this boy talking so much on my video? But I don't care. I'm sure nobody minds too many comments. It's too little to drive us crazy. Next up we had TeamShakira. Sasha Allen was doing Without You by David Guetta featuring Usher, and I really like Sasha, but I think her voice was a little heavy on this song, and sometimes it felt like she was going flat every time she said you. And you know, it comes up a whole lot in the song. Without you, it comes up over and over and over again. She nailed her big notes naturally and worked well with the intent of the song. I just felt it just felt a little, I don't know if you know what I understand, but it just seemed a little heavy for the lightness of the song. Blake talked about her precision in her hitting of the notes. Usher said, great song. And said it conjured incredible emotions, and he said she did her thing with it. TeamAdam was up next with Simmons doing Somebody That I Used to Know by Gotye, and Adam touched on planning strategic moments to excite, impress the audience. Beforehand, you know, before you get there, you plan your little moments, and I've talked about it before. You gotta say, okay, we're gonna open up doing a nice, you know, a little run or something like that, then at this part we're gonna make it really big, and at that part, and at the end we're gonna end. You know, that is planning out, mapping out your moments, and he talked about them doing that together, especially on this song. And I think they had a good approach on the song, but felt that maybe it was often a bit of overkill in the emoting department, and I wrote expound on here. And what this is about this Gotye song, and I don't think just about anybody, I don't remember anyone or any group on any of the shows that has really done this song well, done this song justice. And I believe it is because the song is not about the emoting. The song is about just doing the lyric, and he does it so deadpan and so natural. It's not like he's trying to tell you that you hurt me, hurt me, hurt you, but he's just saying ba da 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 ba da 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 da. You know, he's just very deadpan, very not giving you anything and giving these powerful lyrics, and that's why it comes across the way that it comes across. And I'll go on now to talk about what she did. She sounded pretty good, but it seemed forced and affected through most of the song instead of coming from a natural, honest place. It seems like she was trying to tell us that you hurt me, tell you that, when the reason I believe for a lot of the greatness of the song is that it's just very much delivered, and there are points where he breaks out, but then most of it is just this very dun 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 dun. You know, it's just very stoic, you know, not giving us all of this emotion. So for me, naturally, that's why I thought it didn't work for her. Blake said he was reminded of the three voices she has. We talked about the different sounds, which he really loves. Usher said her performance was spot on and said something about how he's critical about flats and sharps. So he's telling her that she was, you know, having a lot of pitchy moments. Shakira said it was interesting to hear the song in her voice and said it was quite good. Then Holly, Danielle, Amber, and the Swon brothers performed Something More by Sugarland. And I'm sorry, I was a little preoccupied doing this performance. I don't know what was going on with my mind and anything, but it sounded pretty good to me. Another solid country performance I wrote from TeamBlake +1. It sounded good, but my mind was just somewhere. Maybe it was on the previous thing and I was maybe typing or thinking about it or trying to figure out what it is that I was missing in that performance. I don't know. Anyway, TeamUsher was up next with Chamuel doing Grenade by Bruno Mars. And Usher had her start in the mirror on the stage this time, and she brought it on home again. Connected from the first few words. And there were mirrors all over the stage. When, you know, they opened up and everything, she came down, there was mirrors all over the stage in different forms and shapes and all this good stuff. And I liked this stripped down version, and she was really biting into the lyrics, and by the end of the verse she had me ready to throw something. You know, gotta sing, girl, gotta sing! I wrote, nailed it. Shakira said it was spectacular and said she's exuding a lot of confidence. Adam said it was so awesome for so many reasons and it was so dynamic and called it one of the best of the night. Blake said he can't believe such a big voice comes out of such a little human being and called it her best so far. Then TeamBlake had Danielle Bradbery doing Grandpa by the Judds, and first thing I noticed was her sparkly red boots. You know, I mean, as soon as the camera boom, you could, you know, saw these boots. Like, I was like, oh my God. I wrote, they are doing them country girls up. Her set was nice with her on the front porch talking to her grandpa, but the camera got a little cozy at one point. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I was like, what? This is a little girl, you know what I'm saying? This was another solid performance with a great vocal, but not very interesting to me. Maybe that's why I'm noticing everything else that's going on. The emotional connection just really wasn't there for me. I mean, I feel like she was trying to get there, but I just don't think she nailed it. She got it, that she was was actually talking to her grandpa or something like that. I just didn't get that emotion. Usher commented on her shoes first and called her a prodigy. Shakira said it was so sweet and she was very believable and has star quality. Adam called her an incredible country music artist waiting to be born and said it's cool she sang a song about Blake. They be hitting each other left and right. Last up we had TeamAdam with Carrington doing Skyfall by Adele. And they really tried to make her into a Bond girl on this one. I mean, the music was so on point. The red piano and the staging were all so excellent. And she rose to the challenge. I mean, there were some scoops into notes that weren't very pleasant, but for me, they fit well into the whole drama of the performance. Her big notes near the end were pretty impressive too. Again, not totally precise, but very good. Blake said she took the diva powerhouse vocal of the night. Usher almost called her Adele, maybe on purpose, and said she gave them the performance they wanted. Shakira said it worked and suits her voice and the high notes did it for her. What did you think? That is it for me. Sheryl Crowe is performing tomorrow night on the Results Show. Who do you think is going home and who is your favorite of the night? I gotta go vote. I'll talk to you soon. Peace. I'm out.